Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Ah, my mic wasn't even on. I thought I turned my mic on. What's up, everybody? I told myself that I wasn't going to buy any new games until I finished the ones that I got, or at least the stuff that I bought. So, yeah, I'm going to knock out this DLC I bought about 4 months ago and never played. And then on Monday, I'm going to go buy Wukong so I can play that.
We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the Dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The Dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
What the hell is wrong with that texture?
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Yeah, I was always wondering why there were only 7. Well, I guess you can combine Phoenix and that dude. They don't count. But yeah, I was wondering what happened to Leviathan. Quest destinations marked with that. After accepting the current objectives, display to-do list, right side of the screen. Alright, cool. And cool. I only have one main quest left. Back to their origin. Oh, she's got State of the Realm stuff to tell me?
Clive. Allow me to educate you.
Alright, the Grand Cast. And, oh, they hooked
Here's
it
the
up.
latest information I have.
And you can hear inner voice. Alright, we added Echoes of the Fallen. Yeah, this is very different than before, actually. It just looks a lot cleaner than it did before. You can see the progression throughout the entire story going all the way back. All the people that get added to this story over time. Versus here.
One must understand
And
one's place in the
situational map.
world.
I do like that they map this out for you like that. You have any questions, you can just like look at this one big picture and figure out the time frames and figure out what's going on. So this was the Dusk Falls telling me about that storyline and how far I went, and then the main storyline ended all up here. Oh, it's kind of cool.
Very good.
Alright, thank you for the update. Now, go find Layla in Northreach.
The garrison said they'd take another 100.
To the Vale it is then.
This is the alternate gear, and I finally have a maxed out, what's this? What sword is this? I had the ultimate weapon, but this one is the same strength, same attributes as the ultimate weapon.
Looks like you've got a thirst. We can remedy that.
Can you now?
But enough talk. How about we...
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
Yeah, these are all the hookers in the area.
for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in?
Oh, wow.
Or just watching?
Why Joe got to give him that face, though?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically,
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
and that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
I changed up my moveset because the one that I had was just so
Does anyone else think it's
overpowerful.
strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
I haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed
easiest way to get there. Yeah, it's a zone that I've never been to.
The Duke has
Or
pledged
maybe I
to
have.
work with the people.
Oh no, this used to be closed. Wasn't it? Oh no, okay, you could only... Yeah. Alright. You have that mission with Jill to unlock her as a full-time companion somewhere over in this area. And I know there was a hunt over here too.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
Alright, Torval. Yeah.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Dead person? Nope.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Oh, excuse me.
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That is
That
a,
wave
how do you
out
put it? Handsome woman.
What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
Oh, that's dark as shit. Okay.
But he deserves a better fate than the
So
one
we
our
out there
people
doing
forced upon him.
post-abortions, post-pregnancy abortions and
He
shit
deserves to
now?
be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
I finally like answers to spots that I saw on the map, and we still aren't talking about this just here for some reason. Thought we were gonna do something with this.
right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Alright, well, that explains a lot. Holy shit, that's
Worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, because I was wondering why everything here looked bright. I thought we were, like, completely leaving the continent or something. But if we are just basically in a bubble, that makes a lot more sense.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
That's crazy. And they said they fixed the textures. Like, all that armor on Clive was, like, black. So I thought it was a texture issue, and really it's just like, this is the way it was supposed to look the entire time, and I had no idea. Wait. Nope. No chocobo.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive.
I wondered what new
Sid's
gear I can make.
Is an alias.
24 bloody
You will be
hives.
pleased to learn, Lady Shooter, that I have no such aliases.
Is
Kiss
that
us.
so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
What's this?
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Let's see.
Oh, will you now?
Heaven's
Shall I
Cloud.
keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Oh, mixed. Let me line you all up here. Oh, you piece of shit.
I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
I want to catch this. Come on, attack.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Alright, so I can just use that instead.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
You know, how is there this much land? Oh.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so...
These were all
Alive.
Deadlands, I thought.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Peaceful animals? Don't see those too often.
Are those stones glowing?
Not at all.
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Yes, I got missed. This DLC wants you to level up. My God, they give us so much experience.
Could we not have
I
spared
think I'm close to the
ourselves
max. I think
mountain crossing
105
by
is the
landing
max for this
further north?
DLC.
In clear view of the bay.
And I don't have any experience boosters on at all right now. River's Edge. I'm gonna be nosy. What the hell is my son doing out there? It sounds like he is pretending to be a car right now.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Alright, this might be the best looking town. Just because of the bright sky.
Outsiders? Well, I never.
I might need
Look
to
at the size of that
adjust.
dog. All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Alright, local map. We got stores, foundries.
That'll be them then.
But not an actual store.
That one's got a black.
I think that means storage.
I think he's the leader.
Intruders! We must flee!
It's all right. They're the tributary's guests.
No, do you think he begs?
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us, and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
A baby?
Mad I made that joke earlier now.
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walias was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the Icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the Surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Are you bound for the Wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Oh, it's been a long time since we got one of these.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're
Oh,
short of
there's
supplies,
actually-
you may find what you need there. Though we
So-
will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Yeah, I wonder if this is just a much larger DLC than there were no side missions in the other one, and that took me about 3 hours to
The
finish,
tributary told us about?
including all the cutscenes.
I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Yeah, that sounds weird as hell, but I see the plus in that green, which means this is a quest that's probably going to unlock something for me. So I'm going to do that shit.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
She sounds like she robbed them before in the past or something. One, they're over there.
have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce. Ah, the heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still, especially once you heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Alright, so that's all for side quests. Yep, alright. Collect the flowers. Find a little girl.
Excuse me.
See what they got for me.
I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavard's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavard may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Oh, yeah. That would have been useful
Time to
during the
visit
main
Pavard.
game.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will.
River.
This must be the path.
They're not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only ones she's ever met?
Now you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
Ageless tallow. Alright. Speak to that craftsman. Stores are available. Alright, and turn in this mission.
What do you want?
Your
Are
wife
they all
asked me
like
to
that?
bring you these flowers.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
All right.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. Remind us where we come from, like.
As modes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I shall get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
Oh, well. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
All right, blacksmith, what do you got? What can I do? Level 102. Oh, enhances sight. Okay. Wow, blocks from behind even.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Alright, this is all new crafts. I already got all of these. Reinforce. Do I have these? I do. Belt. What do I have on now? Reinforce fallen belt. And so you can't really make anything for me except for these badges, which I have most of the good ones. But you probably sell something that's like level 700 right from the get-go.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted? When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
Freaking Blue just outclassed. That's crazy.
Here you are.
$35,000.
Well, if you're sure you need it.
Yeah, a new song, sure.
Here you are.
Now I want to know.
Very well.
Can he craft anything based off of this? Nope. No new ones.
How long do you think this bridge
Suddenly, there were curves everywhere.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Hey, do I gotta fight you guys? Don't really need that experience.
The quickest route to the Surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an Icon of Water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
Blythe is kind of stupid. Alright, so that was another path down this way. Dark Garden. Alright, first objective this way. Shit. Tonberries. Let me save. Can't trust that shit. Especially because I'm not walking around with my OP moveset on.
Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
I'm not going to talk any shit because last time I was like, oh, that Tonberry wasn't so bad. I was playing Final Fantasy Origins and then it just, the next one I fought beat the shit out of me. It was not pretty. For the whole rest of the game, I would just make a wide berth around them.
I can smell the sea.
Man, but there's two paths
It's
here.
not far now.
What's over here that I'm missing? Fucking hell. even work. Tried to make it harder for myself, but I just made it more annoying for myself. I can't seem to get any of them to be frozen now. Keep on fucking that move up. Back up. So that's what was over here. Oracle, heal. Heal, you useless dog. Oh, okay. She said no.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
I'll give you my damn chocobo back.
Might I inquire about the Ray of Light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Need more ambush enemies. It's just an adamantoid shell.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
There. Up ahead. Down in the center. Follow me.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean...
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I'd tell you you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
Oh, so we doing this now. Okay.
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
No, don't throw me in the deep end with this new ability. Alright. Claim that not only changes the elemental aspect, but also allows for several new icon abilities. Cross Swell. Inescapable rush of water. Let's see, Serpent's Cry. No video of that. Okay, Serpent's Cry. Torrent, multiple bursts of water, knocking back smaller creatures. Triangle for the jet. You get a tidal gauge. While using Serpent's Cry, pressing R1 again while dodging. Let's see, an extended roll. Oh, well, thank you.
Leviathan!
No, just a leggy, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Alright, that's what that looks like. Deluge.
Oh, look. It has friends. Nice try.
Oh, get out of there. Cancel that. That's not helping me. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the power would be cooler than this. It's okay. Oh, it brings up that multiplier. Quick. Shotgun. This is feeling like Devil May Cry at that point. This is 2 million experience in the flawless orb.
Is everyone all right?
A couple of those abilities.
Seems calmer now.
Not bad, but
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right. So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, We should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
Look da! The trees back. And what are you two?
Let's take a peek at the stores. Nothing new. Okay.
To understand the spell which binds Walius, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith, and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the Imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own Mother Crystal.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal, and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside, lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the Surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
The Vare is not...
Before you even start talking, miss, I am going to mess with my loadout. I got like 18, 19,000. All right, tsunami. What is the 15-second cooldown? But it doesn't freeze time.
Easy to find. We must first head north.
Okay, I'll get back to you heading north. I gotcha. All of the good stuff. Keep the lightning rod. Let's see, aerial blast, diamond dust. That'll completely clear out. Flames of rebirth. Like I just really like Heatwave for projectiles. Alright, so those are both of my Rook's Gambit can come out. Maybe those other two moons, I don't need anything that's gonna, I need something that's gonna do damage, but good damage. Such a hard pick because all of these are decent options, but this only hits one enemy.
North, and then west, deeper into the forest.
sign of the child.
Yes?
What's the sword look like?
Reckon my steel's just as good as any. There.
I really don't have that? I mean, I would have guessed that I had this. Yeah, just make it just
better than you. Till next time, then.
You're not selling anything new.
I can't.
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fanit, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too, but...
But?
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
Oh, do you need something?
I do, though not from the forge. Fanit asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that...
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe. I'll go and speak with him.
We got a person over there and we got a person up there. Can I swim?
Showed them the
Walk across
surge.
water?
But what if
And the answer is no. You gotta take the long way around. Clive doesn't get wet. Unless he's with Jill.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazier, is it not? Pavad tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods. Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go. It was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what. Well, he never told me anyway.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fanet is looking for. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Oh, and when you say hello, wish him the best from me, eh?
Let's see what the healer makes
I
of
don't know
this.
what the hell that accent was. It didn't fit in with anything else so far.
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be
There's more back here.
My lord, may I speak with you a moment? There is a matter with which I would beg your aid.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Something serious then.
Yes, I think we might have company. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so I didn't say anything, but the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked familiar.
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside. Of course, it could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it might have been you or your brother. But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here. Would you go and see? He won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt is him.
Alright. Let's
Very
find
well.
all these side quests that I probably can never do.
Whether the
if I
man you
just skip
saw
through.
is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people, harm.
Perhaps. Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword unless I need to.
Thank you.
Ymilla, this man you saw, might he be the customer you told me of?
I fear so.
A customer?
I'll explain later. Come on.
Alright, so we gotta go all different directions.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me. What am I gonna do? You've got to help me. Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with. Are you?
Why do you ask?
Hey? Oh, sorry. I should explain. My name's Kitav. I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went into the forest and he hasn't come back. Would you help me find him?
I can try. Tell me what I need to know.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place hidden, right?
Shula told us about it, yes.
Right. So you know the cairns we use to maintain the spell? Well, it's me and my friend's job to maintain them. If it weren't for the likes of us, it would have faded years ago.
So your friend went into the forest to visit one of these cairns?
Aye, that's right. He said he was going down to Father's Fell. There are two cairns out that way, one by the banks of the Swift Run, and another near the Winged Wains, the, ships in the forest.
All right. How will I know this friend of yours?
His name's Nassef. He's about my height, but clean-shaven. If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the village, just in case anyone's seen him, and meet you back here.
Very well. One camp by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Somebody's
Hail,
got some good
stranger.
stuff on me.
Are you a rider by any chance?
I am. What gave me away?
Oh, I can smell it on you. The scent of the stables. And not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine-gall and wet beak. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
Nothing but the best for my Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name. What's she like?
Well, she's tall and strong. And her feathers are as white as snow.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat. And he's ferried chocobos before.
Oh, that's so nice
Get
of
him to bring
you.
her.
You gave me a
It'd be
mission so I can
perfect
get my
timing and all.
chocobo
He's
over here and
preparing
don't
for a
have to
trip
huff
on the
it,
wall as we
huff it
speak.
all over the place.
I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
You would? Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to have Ambrosia around. All right then. Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
Alright, let's knock these three out, get my chocobo, and I'm good. I should have 1, 2. Talk to the guy on this side.
Bastard things.
Thought he had a... No? Okay. Talk to her.
Let me go.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive. But there was one thing. Blazir, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting him to have seen.
The forest between here and the coast. Surely not. But then...
But then...
I can't say for sure. But I think Talor's illness might have some connection to the Tomberries. You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
And you think they may have caused Talor's illness?
I do. At least in a way. And if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me? There's an altar there. And if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
What is going on here?
Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
Very well.
Alright, so 3 down that way. Oh, man. Somebody in the storehouse.
You one of the outsiders, then?
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say it no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
But truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
Well, if you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
And, where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too. So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
I can actually just travel back to Martha's Rest? Seriously? Hey. Oh, it's not a capsule. Alright, first off.
Anything catch your eye?
That's what the rest of the stuff was that I didn't have. Okay. And it's all the rest of the music.
Much
that I didn't
obliged.
buy. So
Thanks
pick 'em up
very
now.
much. There you go.
Finally under a million.
Much
again.
obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged.
Yeah, like none of these songs were
There
on
you
here.
go. That all, is it?
Alright, where's the... Oh, he's down that way.
I remember you. You're the one who saved Whiteheart. How's the old girl doing?
She's very well. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the one who saved her. Anyway, what brings you to the rest today?
I was hoping to purchase a Mimit gourd. And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happens, I've got a whole carload of the blasted things. Not a buyer in sight.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favor taking a few off my hands before they turn to mush. But just be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't want them chasing after you like they did me.
I will. And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend of Whiteheart is a friend of mine. And in times like these, friends have got to stick together.
It's so funny, the first time you meet him, he's so incredibly nasty to you. Because you have the brand on your face.
We want to keep Anders' father waiting.
Then he asks for your help years later. Brand is no longer on your face, and he brings you to what he calls Whiteheart, a chocobo that's actually beating up freaking raiders and people like that. And it turns out to be your father's chocobo that you thought was dead. Yes, press X.
Welcome.
And the rest of your music. I came here for your tunes.
An excellent choice.
Trying to
You've a
finish out my
keen eye.
orchestrion.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants. An excellent choice. You've a keen eye. An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
I'm gonna spend like
And a fine,
120
fine day
grand
to you.
on music.
And now my...
The garrison today.
That's a spot down this way. Yeah.
Those things didn't fight like men.
Faster!
Ah, there you are. And this must be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
I have the mimic or two. Here.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right. Well, we made it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
That's gonna make getting around here easy. Alright, guys, mission that is all the way. It's okay, it's not that far. I can't call it in time.
Bastard things.
Good girl.
Yeah!
this area.
You deserve a rest.
Out of the area.
A bottle. Breath of the Arbor. Perfume from Sunbrag. Looks expensive, too.
Who's there? Stop!
Ready, go?
What the hell is my son doing up here?
No! No! Hang on! I'm coming!
Oh, my brother's up.
I'll give you gut rot, I swear!
Down back. Oh, that's it.
It's not what it looks like in that situation.
It's over!
Let's see what's up.
Are you all right?
I'm more than
What is
all right.
going on, bro?
I'm saved! Oh, I could kiss you!
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
Hervey! I knew it was you.
I told you, our family
What
doesn't
are
know how to
you
play,
doing
how to
here?
bowl. Let me stop. I don't know if you know how to bowl. I don't.
Oh, my little canary, it's been so long.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Who is he?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
Gotcha.
One of many clients. We spoke.
I'm not
every
being
night of our
psychotic,
plans
people.
together.
For the few people that are
Whispered
watching, all three
songs
of you
of
right
love
now.
into each other's ears.
I'm on the phone. I'm on
And
Discord
then
as
you
well.
upped and vanished without so
And
much
I'm
as
not
a
going to
word.
blast them and have them all over the Discord.
left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together.
So I'm doing
That I
the
could
Rising Tide
never
right now.
abandon my
I
family.
did the other DLC in one
And
sitting
I
in like
told
3 hours
you not to look for me.
because I didn't get killed.
How did you even find
Oh
this
wait,
place
you just
anyway?
got a chocobo. Oh, you just got ambrosia.
Flame of your love was as a beacon in the
Oh,
night.
okay, so you are doing all the
guided
side
me
missions.
to
That's
you.
good.
Hervey.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I
Hair
thought
like
this
the
DLC was
driven
going to be a
snow.
capsule like
The next
the
moment,
other one,
she and
but
her
this one is
companions were
more is
jumping in a
open world
skiff and
basically.
sailing out towards
So
the
I thought
wave.
when I went into the
So
area I
I,
couldn't leave, but
borrowed
I
the
actually
nearest
left
boat
to go get
and
ambrosia so I can
started
get across
rowing.
around this area faster. I
Must
just
have been
finished
Sugar
that mission.
bringing us here. So what? You rowed, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
And as I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue. That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Oh, why did you come? You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you. I cannot leave my people, Hervé. And now that you know about this place, neither can you.
The other DLC shouldn't have cost as much as it did.
We must return to Haven and accept
I'm
my
already
family's
feeling like that
judgment.
now. Because I'm 2 hours into this and I'm doing a whole bunch of side missions. And like 1 hour has been me just like knocking out side missions and doing the cutscenes of that. And 1 hour has been like main story.
Please, come and see me later.
Not the second one. I played the first one
as
before.
I asked, and you must be rewarded for it. But first, follow me, Hervé.
To the end of the world and beyond.
You should never have found this place. How could I be so careless?
Don't blame yourself.
Oh, that's such a good quality of life. You finish a mission, you don't gotta go walking all the way back and get to the town and teleport and walk to them. Takes your drop. Nope. I mean, you didn't have to walk back, which is great, but
There's
you still
nothing
had to like
forgive.
manually teleport back and then go
You
to
two
the
met at
quest
the
giver.
Vale, I take it.
When I worked there, yes. To earn the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our sanctuary, there are certain necessities that it cannot provide. And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for followers of a strange faith in a strange land.
And so you supported your family as best you could.
I did. And I have never regretted it for a moment.
Yeah, I knew when she said
I
customer
found a
that she was
second
hooking.
family in the Vale.
I knew it.
And in the Dame, a second mother. I also found Hervé. But our love could never be. I knew that if I revealed my secret to him,
Monday,
I would be
I'm going to
putting
get
my people
Wukong.
in danger.
And since I'm only
if I
paying
did not,
$35,
I would be living a lie,
since I've got
unable
like
to return
$35
home.
in store credit, I'm just gonna pick up the $70
What will happen to
edition
them
of it.
now?
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited
Yeah, 'cause I don't have the
been
credit on
few
Steam.
and far between, but not unknown. Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks,
Oh, another good thing.
none lasted long.
I can officially get THCA.
That was before my time, you understand? I've never had to make a decision like this before.
Yeah. And also, I think it's hilarious,
Yamila,
though.
know that I do not blame you for any
The
of this.
loophole.
It was me who
That's
decided
so
to make
silly.
the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Thank you, tributary.
THCA
I
is
only
legal in my
only
state.
beg you to remember
But like
that
THCA
Hervé
is
means us
essentially
no
like what you
ill
would
will.
buy on the street anyway.
He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
I will
Because
take
it doesn't
that into
become
consideration.
psychoactive unless you
But yours
heat
is
it
not the only voice I must listen
or
to.
light it on fire.
The whole family must be consulted, and it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Of course, tributary. However long it takes. Come what may, I thank you, my lord, for bringing us back together.
Alright, so this is another buttload of experience. Ageless millet. Used for crafting. That's really what I'm here for. Alright, everything is good that way. Main story mission is going to take me into the next two side missions. Alright. Let's make some forward motion. That old man whining, I feel bad. I gotta go get him something. He sounds like he has the worst kidney stones in the world. No, okay, cool. Don't have to talk to you first.
Before we
makes
turned
it so
east at the
much
shipwrecks
faster.
to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then.
After I finish doing what I'm doing, miss.
Well, here's the cairn.
Man, wait till you meet your first slime in this game.
But no
It's
sign
not
of
going to be
Nasef.
until like pretty deep into the story. But goddamn, I hate
the
those
riverbank,
things.
then.
They introduced tonberries in this DLC, and they look like hand-drawn Ninja Turtles. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I was like, oh no. There was like 5 of them. I'm like, oh man, this is where I die, huh? Let me save real quick. Because, you know, you beat one, you get overconfident, and then they're like, now you're going to fight one in a very, or you'll fight one like Final Fantasy Origins. You end up fighting one in an extremely small area, and he's like a special hunt that you need to kill. Yeah. So, like, you go 3 steps, he's already on you again. So, it's like, yeah.
I'm looking for a man named Nasef.
Hi. I know him.
Man, I was trying to dodge and weave.
Takes care of
and
the cans.
I was like, I'm running out of heals.
Wait. You didn't think I was him, did you? Sorry, mate. I'm just out to gym myself a few ibexes. What do you want with the lad, anyway?
His friend, Katav, asked me to look for him. Apparently he ventured out
Origins
to
was
work
fun.
on
It was
one of
like
these
it felt like a
cairns
beta test though. I was
and
like,
didn't
this.
return.
The voice acting is terrible.
That is a worry.
Like if it was a parody,
You're a
it'd be
hunter,
okay,
yes.
but it's not.
You must know the woods as well as anyone. Can you think where he might have gone?
No, but
there's
the
a
action
bridge
is good.
further down
The
the
combat
path.
system is good,
Blasted thing
but
got
it's
washed away a few
extremely
moons back.
like Dark Souls.
Oh, a carpenter only recently had
You
time
got your
to
stamina
rebuild it.
management.
But if
I
remember
think you don't
rightly,
lose experience, so that might be
there
the one
is another
difference.
cairn on the
And
far
pausing
side.
isn't live.
Maybe
I
decide to visit that
believe
one
it
while
isn't
you're here.
live. I might be wrong. It's been so long since I played it.
Maybe.
But its difficulty is up
It's
there
worth
right
a
from the
look,
get-go.
certainly. Thank you.
But the boss fights
I'll
are cool.
mention it. I'll keep an eye out too. Perhaps he just got delayed or something.
Let's hope so.
And they have like a proper like red mage build, like you can get a mixed white and black magic build. Alright, so boom and boom. I might as well turn around and get to this one first.
Yeah. This
Oh,
must be the
perfect.
bridge the
That'll be
hunter was
right.
talking about.
What am I looking for? Oh, is this the other side?
Stay away, damn you! Hold on!
You got nerve to put another slime here. You got real nerve. What attacks do I have here? Yep, of course I got hit right through that. That's okay.
Let's try.
He's gonna hit me. Motherfuck, I hate this. Yo, that load, why does it take so long to get that move off? Why does it take so long? He's gonna do it again. I fucking hate that enemy. I fucking hate this enemy. Yep. See, he fucking just automatically dumps into that move every time. That's like a third of the damage I was doing with my other combination of stuff.
Oh, thank you.
I'm the tributary's guest. And you must be Nasef.
I am? But how do you know that?
Your friend Katav asked me to look for you when you didn't return.
Ah, I'm sorry. I was so focused on attuning the cairn, I didn't see those creatures come until it was too late.
How exactly do they work?
Oh, there are crystals inside. They're what keeps the glamour going. Should the ether cease to flow through too many of them, our shroud would quickly unravel. It's my job to make sure that doesn't happen.
And an important job it is. But you'll struggle to do it if you're dead. You need to take more care.
Yeah, no arguments there. The truth is, me and Katav usually work together, watching each other's backs like. But when we heard outsiders were coming, we split up to get the job done faster, so things would be perfect for your arrival. Stupid, I know.
So you found him then?
Not before the local fauna did. My arrival seemed to put them off their dinner.
Mustn't have been hungry after all. Expect you'll be wanting someone to escort you back to the village then, Nasef. Woods are full of nasties today.
When you're next in Haven, be sure to come and see us. You saved my life. It's only right I repay you.
If you insist. Take care now.
And what's left? The direction. Yeah, then I can get that fast travel back afterwards.
Let's go.
Is it worth getting this? Nope. Direction. Yep. Go straight.
to the stables, girl. If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
It's like a mini boss fight here. Do I want to change? Yo, no. No, I don't like the way this looks. There's just 5 Tonberry men standing in a corner chanting. Man, if this is a King Tonberry, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright. Let's pull that out. I'll swap that for, is it not Dancing Steel? Because that takes way too long to start up. Gun gear. Heaven's Cloud.
What are they up to?
They are
Some
calling
sort of
for
ritual.
a big ass Tonberry, aren't they? They have to be. They're all facing the same direction.
Sorry to disturb you.
I'm like, man, I may have to actually switch. Well. Oh, why didn't I continue? Oops. Alright, let's hit him with an aerial blast. And all I gotta do is swing. It's taking a long time to bring that last one down. Yep, new enemies approach. Tonberry choppers. Come on, guys. See if I can group you up again. Oh, I see knife. I feel like that was a tease. Level up 103.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
You know what? Take no chances. And also switch back to this mode, and I got Heaven's Cloud. Want Heaven's Cloud still. And Will of the Wisp. Will of Wilkes. Will of the Wikes. That'll let me do that move.
silver chain. I doubt the Tombries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
Yeah, I can hear you. I wonder if I can level this dog up all the way. I got him at like 80%. And he's just been sitting there. I'm like, am I not petting him enough? Is that what the problem is? Maybe that's why. Like, I know there's natural progression points where he'll just hit, but I don't know how to max that out. And I think anytime I've thought about it, I forgot to, like, look up online to see if anybody else figured out how.
You're back? Well, did you find anything?
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Worn by men of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tombries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tombries are. They feed on hatred and suffering. And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
So you think someone's put a Tombry curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale. But given his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
I beg your pardon?
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its source.
You're saying he cursed himself?
In trying to curse another, aye.
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Grieger's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now. Let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this. We call it an Adder Stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell, stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise. If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
One second. balance. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds like that would suck.
What is it you want?
Bastard things.
I thought I'd lost you. But yes. Thank you. Nassef told me everything. If you hadn't got there when you did.
All that matters is that you're safe. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your jobs, but don't go alone again.
Or if we have to, maybe we should think about casting the glamour on ourselves to keep the wildlife from spotting us. It'd take its toll, of course, but it'd beat letting the cairns fall and having to weave the entire spell from scratch. Imagine if we had to do that.
I'd rather not. Would only succeed in adding 2 new piles of stone to the collection.
Your bearers?
That we are, thank the tides. The others can't attune to the crystals in the cairns the same way we can. Reckon this place would be doomed without us.
So, you do this work for the good of your people? Not because...
We're forced to. No. From what I've heard of the way things work on the outside, we were truly blessed that our reign fell here in Mysidia. Our people are few enough as it is. If we started turning on each other, kin against kin, over nothing but a stupid accident of birth...
This group is so much different, so different from everybody else in this game.
Anyway, all's well that ends
There's
well,
no
eh?
slavery.
Thanks to you, both of us lived to keep this place hidden.
Everyone's
another day.
sane. The DLC I'm playing. You should actually be technically playing it before the end of the main story, which is why I had paused my Final Fantasy mode playthrough. So I did the first DLC, I'm doing the second one, and then I'll be able to finish the game like the real way it should have ended. No, but the implications of the ending wouldn't make any sense to go back out and do this. I should be able to turn down. Is it here? Yep. Yep.
That'll do, girl.
I wouldn't be able to recognize it, but I did just buy like 30 songs from the Equestrian that... Wait. Wrong spot. Yeah, for me to remember that, I'm gonna have to actually turn on Final Fantasy 14 and find that song. Or go on YouTube and find that song, because I'm not going to know right off the bat.
One that rings out like a bell. Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on. Faster!
Is it here? There we go.
There's a large gate up ahead, and beyond it, a cluster of ancient ruins. The temple, or the Heir of Hours as my people call it, can only be reached by passing through them.
I don't have to fight you guys.
The forest is crawling with life, most of it hungry, which is why we make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume.
Noticed her, have you?
That wouldn't be cool if I broke my
temple
vape
is
now and have to
up
take my
there.
YouTube
Don't
deposit
worry.
and buy a new
Those cliffs
vape.
aren't the
That would
only
suck.
way to the top.
Huh? I can't hear you. Ooh,
Are these the ruins?
Yes.
I can hear you now.
As far as we can tell,
Did somebody
they're part
just
of the same
join your
complex
chat?
as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have
Oh
lived
shit, long time no see, Kirby. Well, I do gotta turn y'all up then. I'm live right now, streaming to nobody. Now I hear you. Her Reese real low for some reason. Ah.
These remind me of home.
You're from the north, then?
Yes. And no.
I see.
Temple.
Thanks, Gal.
Wow.
Let's try.
Oh, this motherfucker's got new moves. I'm upset. Oh shit. I'm sorry, my bad, my bad. This shit looks so good on PC. It's like not even fair, yo. It's not right. Yeah, when I was talking to you yesterday, I was like, why does it look so good? And it looks so bad on PlayStation. They still ain't optimizing on PlayStation. Yep. And they still ain't optimizing. Man, there are other games that are doing way more, like, even Horizon Forbidden West is larger technically than this game. It's night and day. I mean, and even like Spider-Man, like there's a whole bunch of.
Let's try.
Oh, it is, yeah, true. Yeah, but there, and man, I don't know. Well, remake didn't look that. I mean, not remake. Remake looked okay. The new one did not look as good on PS5. I don't know what the hell is going on. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Nice try.
Help me.
Man, this motherfucking, yo, I'm so mad right now. I'm like, did I go on a fucking special hunt by accident? This motherfucker's abilities are totally different, and he was fucking me up right now. Yeah. I gotta say, I just watched the Netflix version of it just like last week, and it was cool. One thing that I didn't, because yo, this made me laugh. This made me laugh so hard. So, are the fish people supposed to be black people? Because the dude in the show, yo, bro, there is a, like, the main fish man is definitely a black dude, like the actor, right? So they do a flashback. Yeah, yo, they do a flashback of Arlong, bro. But no, they show him in the back when he takes over that girl's village, right? And your man has on a do-rag, a unbuttoned, button-down shirt, and a gold chain, bro. And I was like, hold on. And then he took out the gun, and I was like, is he literally black person mugging this? Yo, it looked so stereotypical in that second. I just paused and was like, I'm okay with this, but damn, that shit hit me hard. That shit hit me hard. Like, the angle, the camera that he was standing, the way he looked, I was like, yo, is this a scene from Friday? Like, what's happening? It was good. I got stuck. I was hooked. And then the ending song, even like when the show ended, I was like, damn, the music's great and everything.
Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
A way to the top.
And whatever it is that awaits us there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that just made me think of Eminence and Shadow, because they be like, on one episode they just poke fun at fan service, and then the next episode it's all poking fun on like cheap animation tactics, and there's literally like yeah, there's like a whole episode, yeah, but it's a whole episode of fan service and a whole episode of cheap animation on purpose. Season 2 is gruesome, bro. That shit is gruesome.
There. The
I thought season 1 was gruesome. Nah, season 2 was just like, we gonna just turn this up a notch.
And the Varys inside.
Yes. You can see the spell's path from the nave.
What is it?
What they at?
I don't
Well,
know.
a bunch of
It's probably nothing.
Forgive me, but why build the Vare here?
The spell was originally meant to be cast on.
Where I was
Flake's
trying
eye.
to do the
This was only
Gunbreaker, and
place
I
with
just
an
lost
unbroken line of sight.
all it, like, yeah, because they got rid of like its dash attack, and now it's just a dash forward. It doesn't do anything unless you like bump into the enemy. I was like, a lot of stuff changed up, but those new classes are broken. What the fuck? Alright, I should have saved here. Viper is so easy. Alright, I need to put this on. Oh my god. Everyone's casting death. I don't like this. You did not turn me around to hit a single enemy when 6 were in a row. You really fucking did. You're a piece of shit for that. Perfect counter. Yeah, I'm live right now doing the DLC. The harder DLC right now. Oh, you piece of shit. Now you're doing Blizzaga after I used my move. Of course you are. Yo, how do you get all the way up there?
Nice try.
Cancel. Stop doing the move. He's dead. Don't need like 20 extra slices.
While our numbers dwindle,
Oh, Jesus
theirs
Christ.
seem only to increase, as if they were.
I tried to handicap myself for this part of the DLC. This shit is stressing me out. Yeah, it's got 2 of them. The first one's more like a enclosed dungeon. The second one is shit. So far, what I've played, I would have completed the first one already. Yeah, you can actually customize all the buttons on it now. That was actually, I found was one of them. So you can change it all around. You don't have to just do like type A, B, and C. You can move any of your buttons around. The reason why I was saying don't switch up your circle was because, for example, the Shiva and Titan gives you a block on that button, and Shiva gives you a dash dodge, and if you dash perfect dash away, you'll freeze the enemy in place. So it's like getting used to those certain buttons being there. Yeah, there was only like 3 or 4 before. Why the fuck didn't I save before I walked up here? Well, if I die, start me back on this boss. Master Tonberry.
Be their leader.
You're more than welcome to ask.
Oh shit, he is just doing the fucking... What's that spell Tonberry does underneath your feet? That he does it in the in Final Fantasy VII too, but I just can't remember what the hell the spell's called. Motherfucking sword is huge. Oh, you got a new move? Nah, the Master Tonberry. He's taking me a while to debone.
Nice try.
Oh my god, get me the fuck out of here. Oh shit. I ain't never seen a Tonberry move that fast before. Oh shit, I'm about to get hit. Get out of there. Oh shit. Yo.
That could have been worse, I suppose.
Aye, well, if the forest's taught me anything,
Hold on, now I gotta see what you're
that
talking
there's
about here.
always something worse.
Oh yeah, the jumping off the heads. Yeah. Oh, okay. But each one of those. Oh, these motherfuckers heal. God fucking damn it. That's whack. Stampede was good. They fed you. So he said Trigun Stampede was like they fed you all the information, while Trigun was, I want to say, 75% a comedy, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh, did you know there's a backstory? Let's talk about the backstory for 4 episodes. Yeah.
Nice try. Waken wind!
Well, I mean, as soon as I saw his hair, I was like, oh, okay, I know what we're doing here. Plus, and I mean, and then you see the city that he blew up, and I was like, well, if fucking duh. Yeah. Not everybody has taste. That's the only way I can put it. And not everybody Why is it a problem with CG and anime, but it's okay for your video games? Oh my god. This motherfucker just Kamehameha'd me.
Much appreciated. Nice try. Nice try. Blizzard!
Where am I supposed to go from here?
Is that the nave?
Just inside the dome, yes. But it's what's out here that worries me.
There I was thinking they'd all migrated south.
The weaker ones did.
Yo, this is like the greatest hits or like the hardest bosses, but with fucking worse moves. This shit is fucking not fair.
What's wrong with its skin?
You don't want to be around to find out. Get back.
Oh my god, it's fucking super poison. I think it just... Oh yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. This is not good at all. Oh my god, it's poison everywhere. Yeah, you get like a normal person's jump. Get to finish the move anyway. Oh, that's some fucking bullshit, bro. You're dead. You have no health. Your man pulled the limit break on me and lived through the move even though he had no health.
Nice try.
God damn it. Fuck that boss. Fuck every iteration of that boss. The first time you fight this boss, you're gonna say fuck that boss too. Yeah, when you fight your first slime, like right afterwards is this boss fight. So it's like two of the most annoying fights you're gonna have at the time. Slimes are just OP because it all depends on what magic they use. Some use blizzard, some use earth, some use fire, some use gravity. It all depends. And they have like the best counters because all their moves, even their charge ups, are like perfectly timed in to counter your moves.
This place. It's frozen.
Man, I wanted to play this as a warm-up to
like the
Wukong,
surge.
but I didn't honestly, man, I really didn't think these fights were going to be this serious, because otherwise I
Another
just
of
would have
my
used my
ancestors'
cheese loadout.
sins. Shall we?
Let's see if I can get a picture of myself standing next to this. I should be able to get to photo mode from there, but I guess not. All right, now hide the UI. Yeah, I think that's a good one right there. All right, exit photo mode, yes.
The blue veil shows the extent of the spell's reach.
But I can feel its ether from here.
And be running out of potions and shit. Yo.
Shula.
The Corel's got this super fucking
Before we
destruction
cross
wave
the
move where it
threshold,
starts with one,
I'd like to
and then
know a
two
little
add
more
to the
about how
side,
these
and
magics
then two
work.
add to the side, and then
I
two
assume
add
we'll
to
be
the
safe
side,
from their influence.
and then they all blast
We won't
nonstop.
grind to a halt, if that's what you mean. The spell only affects the things that were present at the moment it was cast.
Hmm. Which one? Oh, I mean it is, especially once you, especially once you like set your loadouts and you get used to like being able, because a lot of people don't
Like
use
the ones we saw on the way here.
jumping in this, but jumping is hella useful. You can literally dodge all ground attacks. And plus the enemies that are in the sky, you gotta have something to reach them.
Wasn't ours. When he realized my ancestors were attempting to cast a spell from here, he made to destroy the temple.
And almost did by the looks of it.
Give me some potions. There's no map in here. Probably gotta come this way, but what's up the middle and the other side? Nothing. Nothing's over there. This is a fucking problem. Yeah, I was telling people. Yeah, but there's a good reason to. That is a very good point. Everywhere on there, they're treated as lower class. Yeah. A few people were, yeah. They were like, hold on, everyone's white. What are you talking about? Everyone's white. The voice actors? Oh. They're fucking snakes. No, I got what you mean. sounds like such a fucking terrible idea. I had somebody tell me that it was a problem that Tyler Perry played Baxter Stockman. And if you know, then you know why that's freaking hilarious. Yep. I was like, really? Okay. Yo, Leroy sounds like, you know what's funny about that shit? He's from out there, right? Yeah, he sounds like I remember having a conversation with Marquise when he was like 15. And the shit that he said to me, I looked at like my mouth just dropped. I was like, yo, are they hardcore brainwashing you out here? Like, and that's what it is. If you from out there, they hardcore brainwash you. Yeah, but I mean, I can just it's just like using it as example for like movies, for example, when you hear that like, oh, you know, they cast a black person as a white character, but like 90% of movies have white characters cast as who were supposed to be black characters. It's always happened. I'm like Scarface. Like he's not Hispanic, that's a white dude. Like, you can say Italian, but he's European, that's a white dude. Like, it's nobody cares. What's that chick that I liked from she was in the Easy A? She won an Oscar a couple years ago for a book. I can't think of the one who was in Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. No, yeah, but anyway, there was this book that came out, and then they did a movie adaptation of it, and it takes place in Hawaii, and the girl that she plays is supposed to be an Asian who's from Hawaii because it's a large Asian population, and she won an Oscar for it. That was her character was supposed to be Asian, and I'm like, why does it people like? Why do people care? You only care when you feel like it's not in your favor. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, you know, they aren't Caucasian. They're sugar and spice and everything nice. Does it matter? That's the only thing that they are described as. She's Asian, too. Yeah. I think she got the... Yeah, I liked her up until I found out she was with a Paul brother for a while. Then I was like, makes me wonder about you personally. She's with him for a while, long enough to be like, I don't know still. No, it wasn't. It was after it was after he went to the suicide forest. Yeah, it was after that. That's why I was like, oh, I don't know now. He filmed in a stupid hat on top of that and laughed at a hanging body. Dudes in Puerto Rico ruining the country right now. Talking about, I'll do outreach. I'm like, you're not paying any taxes to Puerto Rico. You are literally being a leech. Perfect timing. Oh, that's what they're getting sued for that right now, because one of the remember how they were like, oh well, you can buy the comics and own pieces of rare cards or whatever. That company fucked a bunch of people over and the money all got embezzled. It was like a really rare Mewtwo or something like that. Where the fuck did you come from? Yo, can one of you guys take care of the second boss mob? Or they, oh no, I guess they both are gonna fight me now. Great, great. This is gonna be so good. Oh, motherfucker. Who? What? Oh, fuck. I'm dead. As soon as I get out this move, I'm dead. You had the nerve to put me here on top of that, too. Oh! Mash that dodge button. I just... Ooh. Oh, thank God. Alright, I think 3.5 hours on this is enough, and I'm gonna save here and end this motherfucking stream, because now shit is getting like hairy. Yo, these fucking the enemy composition is getting OD right now. I mean, I kind of wish that the previous DLC was like this, but damn, man. And I mean, because that's why I toned down my moveset on top of it. But damn, bro. Oh, like the Koros, he has this, like, it has a good move set. The moves they added to it make it devious, bro. It's devious now. Like the new added moves into its combinations are devious. And then the Master Chonberry is surprisingly strong. But if that Koro hits you with the blaster, you pretty much dead. If you are hit too close, it's hitting you as you're going backwards.